a lot of odd jobs in my earlier years. I worked at a textbook warehouse. I was a cake decorator at a bakery for a few years in college. And I worked in fast food, and I was the person that made the homemade onion rings. So if you've ever driven through Nebraska, or if you're from Nebraska, you know Runza, and it's a fast food chain, and they're known for having these like delicious homemade onion rings. And I was the person that would make them during the summer. I would get up at 8 a.m., go to work, which is really early for a high school kid in the summer. And I would make the homemade onion rings, like literally slicing the onions, making the batter, dipping them before they're getting ready to be fried. And I was just like mindlessly thinking about this as I was driving in the car. And when I first started doing it, it did not look pretty, right? Like the batter was lumpy, or it didn't coat right, or like it took some time and finesse to get those onion rings just to the perfect golden brownness, right? And I think that us as entrepreneurs often forget that there's a learning phase in anything we do. The first time we do it is probably going to be crappy. The second time we do it, maybe a little bit better. But as we get into the flow, okay, we learn our technique, we smooth it out a little bit, and we're happy with our product or what it is that we're trying to do, but we're not giving ourselves that learning phase. We want to just like jump right in and get it perfect before getting our hands dirty. So I like to think of that as a reminder to myself. You have to try it first in order to know what you need to fix, or where you need to go back and ask for more instruction, or what you need to do, like what you need to practice more on. And when I work one-on-one with my clients and we launch their course, I often remind them, this is our learning phase. Even though you've done a ton of work to like identify who your ideal student is, we have strategized like this is the best approach for you and your business and your course, it's still a learning phase because we don't know how it's going to be received. So I hope that if you resonate with this at all, you give yourself the space to be in that learning mode. And stop putting so much pressure on yourself to make it perfect, because it's not going to be perfect the first time around. You just don't know yet what you need to do until you get your hands in there, until you get a little bit dirty, until you try it out. So I'm curious to know, what odd jobs have you had in the past, and has that helped you at all in where you are now with your entrepreneurial journey? Let me know.